Everybody, welcome back. What a weird screen I got us on. Welcome back to the stream, guys. We are back doing our mock draft 3.0 as we are 3 days away from the draft. And yes, we will, as long as everybody's schedules are okay, we will be going live for the draft. I'm down to do it. Are we all?
I'm good.
Okay, we're doing it. For how long, we'll see. But we will be live for the draft. Hopefully it's a lot of fun. We're having a great time. But we're going to get into everything as far as our predictions for the draft. But first, I want to hand it off to somebody because I've been watching some clips online of what happened this past weekend. And we have a WrestleMania expert here. AJ, I saw a lot of things that happened. I saw a betrayal. I saw someone win their 17th championship. Please tell me everything that happened during WrestleMania.
Dude, it was, I don't want to say so good. It was so eventful. I have a lot of opinions on it that I was about to go live for it, and I had to remind myself, we're not a wrestling channel. Right, because I got tired of watching these wrestling guys, these wrestling nerds, and I can say that because I'm a nerd myself. But honestly, WrestleMania wasn't as bad as people say it was. Oh. But what was bad was the actual main event. So people are kind of like saying, "Oh, WrestleMania sucked this year because the main event sucked." That's not the case. There's a lot of great matches on there. Dirty Dom, Mysterio. He's a champion. He's a chomp. Oh. All right, but yeah, it was very underwhelming, the main event. So I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. You had The Rock show up mid-season to say that he's going to tamper with storylines, and he doesn't even show up in WrestleMania, the biggest event of the year. It kind of very underwhelming. Did not like the ending. Super happy for John Cena though. He's the best of all time. He's the GOAT. 17 past Ric Flair. There you go. 5-knuckle shuffle.
Gotcha. I think my favorite clip of the whole weekend, and I wish I had it ready, but I just remembered it right now, is the I don't know the guy's name, but he like turns around, like smiles, and then Randy Orton comes out of nowhere.
Say his name and he'll appear. No, still nothing.
I don't know.
Joe Hendry, dog.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Joe Hendry. Yeah, he came out of WrestleMania, and then he got RKO'd to oblivion by Randy Orton.
It was so sick. All right. That's enough wrestling talk. As we say, we are an NFL podcast, so let's get into the draft. For now. But we are going to get into the draft. We are going to do an actual. What do you call these? We were passing off. There's a word for it, but we are going to go one by one. So I'm going to make the first pick. AJ's going to make the second pick. Vince is going to make the third pick, and we're going to go just down the draft, all 32, as long as we stay engaged here. But we plan on doing the whole first round and giving you guys our thoughts, cumulative thoughts, because we're all in agreement all the time, of what's going to happen in this NFL draft. All right,
so I'm going to take Trey Lance would definitely make any team better, right, Reed? Because we're in agreement all the time. We're in agreement all the time, right, Reed?
This is not draft related. I don't agree.
You would make a team. That's all.
You would make a team.
All right. So I have the first overall pick as the guy who's going first. What is up, Trey? Great to see you, man. But I have the first overall pick, and I think this one's very obvious. That's why I wanted to go first, because I'm 1 for 1 right now, guys. Bring up my percentage here. I am going to draft for the Tennessee Titans, Cam Ward. All right. So he has been selected. You guys can't take him now. And I'm going to pass the mic off to AJ to take the Browns pick at number 2.
Nice. I got the Browns pick. I can make them better. But for those of y'all who weren't present last week during that 2.0 mock draft, I got to do this whole spiel again. Okay. Obviously, it's the obvious pick. We're going Abdul Carter. If we were a real team, a real organization, but we screwed up so many years ago. We got Johnny Manziel, we got Baker Mayfield, who panned out, but we traded him away. We just love making stupid decisions. So let's go ahead and get the true unicorn of the draft. No, he's not top 3 in his position offensively. No, he's not top 3 in his position defensively, but he could do both. And why not, right? We're going to be dumb. Don't draft him. We're going to get Travis Hunter with Cleveland. It's going to be awesome. We're going to sell jerseys, games.
Hell yeah.
New year, new us.
Hell yeah.
Jeez.
Well, I love it.
Obviously, I mean, I feel like this one's another lock at this point in time. There's been news saying that no team has done this much prioritizing, this much research, and put this much time into a player in the draft. We're gonna go with, when Reed finds it, Shadir Sanders here with the Giants.
Okay.
I think that the Giants are looking so much into this guy. They've brought him to New York so much already.
Trolling.
We're gonna go with Shadir.
No way, dude. Shadir goes top 3?
I don't like it, but I think this is what, another team that does not know what they're doing is going to do.
But, dude, they're already dangerous with what they have. They're eating dubs right now.
No clue, dude. Wow. This is just what I hear from the NFL verse.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, I got the Nets pick. I got the Patriots pick, and that just threw me for a loop. I gotta be honest, because I did not think Abdul Carter would be available here.
He shouldn't be.
He shouldn't be. He should go number 2. Oh, timeout.
I need to do some mathematical skills here. Me, Vince, Reed, me, Vince. Okay. Bing, 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 bing. I'm calling up the New England Patriots here. You would answer the phone?
Oh, bling, bling, bling.
Hello. Bling, bling.
Well, hello there, New England Patriots. This is the San Francisco 49ers out here in Santa Clara. Yes, I know we're San Francisco, but we're actually located in Santa Clara. How about this, okay? We screwed the pooch a couple years back, right? We got Trey Lance. We traded up. But you know what? Fool me once, can't get fooled again. All right, I'm going to send you the next 2 first-round draft picks for the San Francisco 49ers and a 4th-round draft pick this year and a 6th round next year for that 4th overall pick. What'd you say?
Well, in my opinion, I think you guys are a really good team, and you guys are going to have very good 1st overall picks. So to go up to number 4, I don't know. I kind of want a player. Give me a player.
Okay, hey, you know what? You got it. You need a player. You need some wide receiver help. We're going to go ahead and give you next year's 1st round draft pick, a 4th round this year, a 5th round this year, and a 6th round next year alongside with Brandon Ayuk.
My gosh.
We'll take it.
Thank you, sir. Nice doing business with you. Yeah, let's go. The San Francisco 49ers gained Abdul Carter to go opposite of Nick Bosa.
Wow.
I don't think it happens, but
closing the door on Joey.
Yeah, dude, Joey, he made his decision, all right? He wants to go die out there in Buffalo. Go out and die out there in Buffalo. Goodbye, sir. Give me Abdul here.
All right, so we can't change it here because we're not paying PFF any money because we hate them.
Sorry if I screwed it up. My bad.
So we're just going to pretend the Patriots is a Niner right here, okay? They rebrand. All right.
Rebrand.
All right, so I guess it's AJ again, kind of. So go ahead with the Jags, AJ.
Sorry. Okay, so if you missed last week, I kind of went on a rant here for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're at pick number 5, right? The past decade, they had a top 5 pick. How many times? I think this is the 4th, maybe 5th, maybe 6th. I'm not too sure. Sorry, I should know this. But honestly, they don't have a bad team. I think they're going forward, and I think you're saying, hey, you know what? We don't want to move up. We don't want to move down. We really don't need this top pick. But since we're here, might as well to the Raiders and get Ashton Gianti because Travis Etienne just ain't it, dog. We get Ashton Gianti here. Travis Etienne's coming up to pay, and we got Tank Bigsby for 2 more years on his rookie deal. Yeah, give me the best running back in the draft here.
Okay, all right, Vincent, you're on the clock with the Raiders.
Not bad, man. I mean, obviously the Raiders wanted Gianti for sure, but obviously they need something else that they should obviously be prioritizing, but they weren't. If they were going to get Gianti here, they were just going to screw the pooch again. But I really do think that they are going to try to shake it up here if their guy falls off. And you know what? I think they need some more playmakers along there with their amazing tight end and pretty good quarterback. I'll say that. I'm going to go with Tetiora McMillan here.
Okay.
I think they're going to go with a skill player. If they can't get Gianti, I don't think they take the first tackle off the board.
Wow. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I am up with the Jets. That's correct, right? Yes. So the Jets are going on the clock, and I've said this in the past couple times, but I'm going to say it again. You need to protect Justin Fields. All right. That O-line has been troublesome over the past couple of years. They've done a lot to help it, but still is a trouble spot. I say at the 7th overall pick, you take the best tackle on the board, and that's Will Campbell from LSU.
Wow. I guess I'm up here again with the Carolina Panthers, pick number 8 overall. I mean, this team is such a young team. They're looking for identity there. We see Bryce Young. He had a little bit of a spurt moving forward or towards the end of the season. I want to focus here on defense. I want a defensive presence out here, and I'm going to go with this is tough, right? I'm a Michigan guy. I want to go Michigan, but I'm going to go a little bit late here. I think it's a better fit with Jalen Walker.
Jalen
Walker, Jr., edge, 6'1", not a 6'1" beast. He's, how tall is he? Huge.
Out of Georgia, right?
Out of Georgia.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I think he's like 6 foot. Not
He's an
100%
absolute
sure.
beast.
Yeah. I'm
All right.
not 100% sure. I think I can check it. No, he's 6'1", 243.
Oh, yeah. Right,
Yeah.
go.
So pretty big boy. But all right, I guess I have the Saints here. Obviously, in this position that they're in, they can get one of the best defensive linemen off the board. They can get the second best offensive tackle if they wanted to in Kelvin Banks or Armin Membo. But I think they're going to trade back. And ring again. The Giants want to move back up. The Giants just got a haul from the 49ers, and they're looking to do what the Texans did and move up. And hopefully
The Giants are coming up, or the Patriots?
Giants are. Oh, wait, the Patriots moved out? Oh, yeah, the Patriots moved out. Ring. The Patriots moved back up. The Patriots.
Does he have the
Sorry.
Patriots?
No, I don't have the Patriots.
Oh,
It's okay.
But this is the Saints moving down. The Saints want to move down because they don't like who they're getting here. They want to get extra picks. So hopefully they can get a quarterback in another round here. So I think that they are going to trade here with the Patriots, who were at 11, and they want to move up 2 spots to make sure that they get the guy that they want here. And obviously, the Patriots need a plethora of things, but they need offensive linemen. So what do they want to do to protect Drake May? They want to get Membo, obviously. So they're going to get Armand Membo here after moving up. They're going to give a second round pick to the Saints here, and probably a late round pick or something like in a 6th round that they got from the 49ers there. So they're going to trade those 2 picks to move up 2 spots in the 1st round, get possibly the best offensive tackle in the game in this rookie class there. And they just solidified themselves a guy for Drake May.
Wow. I don't know what's going on anymore. Don't know what's going on. All right. So I'm back on the clock with the Bears, and I've said it the entire time. This is the 3rd time I'm picking for the Bears, and I'm going to say they go defense. Yes, you got Ben Johnson, an offensive-sided coach. He's going to make the offense great. him alone is going to make the offense better. You need guys on that defense because as soon as they fired Eberflus, immediately that defense went downhill. I say you revamp the defense and get a awesome safety in Malachi Starks out of Georgia.
Okay.
And I believe the Saints are now on the clock.
The Saints are now at pick 11. And the guy that they need, not so much that they want, is still there because they're in desperate need of a quarterback. We're getting Jackson Dart here.
Whoa.
Yeah, because he won't be available in their next pick.
Jackson Dart.
All
right.
right. So they recoup a second-round pick off
The
of
Niners
that.
take Jackson Dart?
The Niners?
No!
I gotta hurry out of there.
If that happens, I'll get off stream. I'll walk out. I'll start a WWE podcast.
Oh my gosh. Jesus. Okay, so I believe I have the Cowboys here at pick number 12. They need a lot of stuff. They wanted Gianti to fall to them. They could not trade up, most likely, as they are going to. I don't think that's true. But he's old.
It's a goat.
He's old. He's the goat. But obviously, they need a plethora of things on defense, but their biggest needs right now are on the offensive side. So I do think that they are still going to go after a playmaker. And you know what they're going to do, Reed? They said, F it. If we cannot get the best wide receiver here, you know who they're going to get, Reed?
What are they going to get?
He's your favorite guy. Favorite guy that you thought that the Jets should get in your first mock draft. They're going to get Tyler Warren at tight end here to fill a wide receiver spot, but to upgrade at the tight end position, give Dak Prescott another weapon here. Tyler Warren does not fall outside of the top 12. Tyler Warren gets picked here by the Cowboys in a big splash, Jerry Jones type of way. He thinks this is a game changer for them.
Wow.
I was not expecting that.
Neither was I.
Okay. Well, the Dolphins are sitting here and going, how the hell did this guy fall to us? And Michigan man, somebody who's an absolute beast. I don't watch anything college, so I don't even know what this guy looks like. But they're taking they're taking Mason Graham at the 13th overall pick, which is an absolute steal.
It is.
That's a huge steal, and I'm kind of peed off that Vincent took the tight end because that was my pick. That was my lock pick for Indianapolis here.
Yeah, that was mine too.
Damn it. Okay, so that kind of sucks. But you know what? We're gonna go. We're looking at Indianapolis, right? We're looking at a guy who can't stay healthy. We don't know who's gonna be. I don't want to. I'm gonna give it away. I'm going offensive tackle here. Okay. And we got our best guys out already. We got Will Campbell out, Armand out. So we got to go with the next best available. He's dealt with so much injury. We're going to go with Kelvin Banks Jr. here. If this guy can stay healthy, he's an absolute beast on the field. I mean, you're going to feel very protected unless your name is Anthony Richardson Jr. So if the coach should be fine. Oh, shit. They have Anthony Richardson Jr. My bad. Just because he runs and he doesn't spend time in the pocket like he should, like a real quarterback. But I just want to point out that the fans, they want the WWE podcast, guys.
I can see that.
They want it.
They want it.
It would involve me and Vincent actually watching it, though, which would be tough.
We can have watch parties.
Yeah?
Just do it.
We'll see.
They got his interest. There we go.
I just like the clips. I don't want to watch the whole thing.
Come on, dude. You watch the whole football, right? Game. You
Bro,
don't
I
just
usually
watch the
fall asleep
highlight.
if it's not the Packers. If I'm being honest. Sunday's my rest day. It's a bad day for football. All right. Vincent?
I'm going to go with the next available edge here for the Falcons. The Falcons have just, I don't know, been pretty good at drafting on the defensive line, so I think this is going to help them out. I'm going to go with Mike Green from Marshall. I think he is actually a really good player. I looked at some of his tape since my first mock draft when I had him slipping down into the late teens, I believe. Yeah, late teens. But yeah, he's a really good player. Even though he is from Marshall, small school, small teams, small conference, he has a big type of game style. So I think it'll help them on the edge there. They need it on the defensive side because their defense was not very good at getting a lot of pressure.
All right. Trey says, "Oh snap! You watching Raw, AJ?"
I watch it after the podcast. So I'm not watching
Raw's
it right
on
now.
Monday night, or
Raw's on Monday, SmackDown's on Friday, NXT's on Tuesday, and then WWE just acquired AAA, which is the wrestling league in Mexico. So it's pretty exciting.
interesting. All right. I still don't know what the difference is between all of them, but that's for a wrestling podcast down the road, I guess. All right, I guess I have the Cardinals here, and I'm just going to go for the best available defensive and our interior defensive lineman. That's Walter Nolan out of Mississippi, and he's just fallen straight to them. So the Cardinals will take Walter Nolan at the 16th overall pick.
Okay, I hope he fails miserably. But going to the 17th pick, the Bengals. I
What
think
has he done to you?
he got drafted by the Cardinals.
What did he do to you? How did he hurt you?
He said okay. He said let's do it, coach. Let's do it. That's what he did. But the Cincinnati Bengals, I think they finally answer what they need. I feel like they get Josh Simmons from Ohio State, offensive tackle, Josh Simmons. So there he is. Yeah, there you go. Offensive tackle, help out that O-line for Cincinnati. They desperately need help, and I think he's a great talent. Ooh,
right.
I love predicting WWE.
Who did they get? Who did the Bengals get?
Josh Simmons.
Oh, Josh
Simons.
Is it Simons? I
Is
thought it was
it?
Simmons.
It's like,
I hate you so much.
After literally number 5, I don't know any of these players.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
Hey, don't worry. This is the last mock draft that we're doing.
Oh,
Pay
yeah.
attention to the draft.
All right. Well, again, he fell to the Seahawks. I really do hope that this guy does fall to them. I'm going to go with Nick Emanwari here. I think he's the best guy that we could get at the safety position there. I do think he's the best safety in this draft. No shade to Malachi Starks, but I just think Nick Emanwari has better skill set. He can catch the ball better. He's bigger as well, so he comes down and hits. So I really like that with the speed that he brings. So
Okay.
hopefully we get him. Yeah, South Carolina. Gamecocks.
Gamecocks. All right. Always me. Oh, okay. All right. The Bucks. They're gonna go Jahad Campbell out of Alabama.
Are you just going down and picking?
Guys, I don't know anything. I really don't.
This was your idea to do a mock draft.
Yeah, because it's popular right now. Look, we have 5 people watching us.
Hey, 5 people. Okay.
But Jahad Campbell's a great player. I remember watching a couple of games. I remember his name. He's a guy.
He's a guy.
He's a guy.
Okay, so for the Denver Broncos, they did pretty well last season, right? No one really expected them to do as good as they did. Their quarterback really seems to pan out, but one thing that was a revolving door in that offense was the running back position. Now, this could be a little early, but aside from Ashton Gianti, I think there's a true talent out there in the running back position from the University of North Carolina. We're going to go Omarion Hampton. I just think this guy is he doesn't have a specific trait, right? He's not a barrel stuffer. He's not a pass catcher, but he's a little bit of a do-it-all guy, right? And for that big body that he has speed on him. So I think this would be an excellent fit for Denver for them to get a solidified running back.
Nice. Well, here we go, boys. They did not think this was going to happen. They thought, oh, shoot, we messed up again. We traded for DK Metcalf because we didn't think we were going to get one of the best wide receivers in the draft here. It's not a huge need. Obviously, they could improve here at quarterback, getting some guy way too early, most likely, but I don't think that the Steelers function that way. They're just going to get another weapon and hope they can grab somebody late in the rounds there as a quarterback that can maybe play there. But they're going to draft Luther Burden here. He fell far. People thought that he would go to the Cowboys, which is a high possibility. But I have him falling all the way down here at the 20th pick or 21st pick, going to the Steelers here. They have a new trio there in the Steelers Nation room, I guess. DK Metcalf, Luther Burden now, as well as George Pickens. Pretty good trio.
Right. For me, I got the Chargers up next, and in my opinion, they are going to be thinking wide receiver to better help Justin Fields get another threat. And also, I really like it because that's 2 wide receivers in a row right before the Packers. So that means the Packers are not going to take wide receiver again, as they always do, and they're going to say, oh, we were thinking about this guy, but he was just taken right before us, just like they did with Justin Jefferson.
Jeez.
Wow, sense a little.
I'm okay
there.
with not drafting wide receivers. I just know what's going to happen.
All right.
I know.
Okay. Well, it's okay. I do not have the Packers, since I'm next. I do not have the Packers drafting a wide receiver. They're drafting a necessity, something that they need. Same thing with the San Francisco 49ers. I have them taking Andres Borregales.
Who's that?
Just type out his name. You should be able to find him.
Oh, from Miami.
The fuck is this?
A kicker?
Kicker from the University of Miami. No,
We
I'm just
signed
kidding.
our kicker.
No, I'm kidding.
We have a kicker. You guys have a kicker?
We need a kicker. Yes, we do. We cut so many people. We still have stupid Jake Moody. No, dude.
What is this?
No.
We found our guy.
Vince was like, "Oh."
I was like, oh, okay.
No, I had them. I have them taking this guy who actually in the real draft will not fall this far down. Will Johnson, cornerback, Michigan. I think Will Johnson would be a great fit. They are in need of a cornerback. We don't know. Do we know what Alexander's doing? Right?
The Packers are asking for too much. Nobody's picking up on him. There's a good chance we either. I don't think we cut him. We may trade him during the draft for like a 7th rounder or something like that. At this point, what I want to happen is for us just to keep him and move on from the following year. I don't know what type of trouble he's causing though, but I think as far as his contract wise, it makes sense to keep him one more year.
Nice, right. More reason to draft a cornerback and one of the best, if not the best cornerback in the draft, Will Johnson.
I'm cool with it. I like that.
Not bad. Well, we're going to see.
Rather that than the kicker.
Yeah, obviously. We're going to see back-to-back cornerback here. Both of these teams want cornerbacks. They want to be able to beat the heck out of each other, as well as the Lions and the Bears now, who actually don't have a bad team. So they're going to go with J.D. Barron here. I think he's the best possible cornerback off the board. Again, no shots at, of course, Will Johnson. But J.D. Barron is just a little bit quicker. He just doesn't have the size, in my opinion. So he's going to have to use that speed a lot.
All right. And coming up is the Texans. And I think they should go offensive lineman here. So I'm going to have them take out of North Dakota State, Gray Zabel. What's his face? I already don't even remember the quarterback's name. Oh. No, Stroud. There you go.
Okay.
He was under a lot of duress last year. So I'm going to say that. And they were thinking wide receiver, but running wide receivers, they're not going to go with what's left at that pick. Wide receiver later.
I agree. So at pick number 26, we have the Los Angeles Rams here. I think they're going to go for a position that has not yet been picked up if you don't believe in hybrids here. Something that could definitely help them out defensively. I had them taking Jayad Campbell, linebacker from the University of Alabama. I mean, this guy's a true stud. Hopefully he doesn't pan out for Los Angeles, but being able to get Campbell there will be great. Is he taken already?
Yeah, I already took him at 19.
Oh, damn. I did not know you took. Oh, okay. That messes up everything. Okay, so we're still going to stick with defense, but I don't think there's another linebacker there that we could just go out and pick up. So we're going to look at the quarterback position because we all know the corners in Los Angeles just are absolute garbage. I'm going to look at your draft there, Reed. We're going to go with, let's see, who do I recognize here? Honestly, I do Trey almost, not just because he's the top, but he was in our mock draft last week. Definitely a guy who could replace Witherspoon, who's just an absolute dumpster fire in that defense.
Yeah, he did. He sucks.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go here with the Baltimore Ravens. Obviously, they need a lot of other positions here, but we all know the way that just the Baltimore Ravens function. They love to have edge rushers here, and this guy has not been picked up yet. I'm going to go with James Pierce Jr. here. I think he is a great guy to get at this position late in the first round. He fell 6'5", 245, pretty quick guy. Played well at Tennessee, but he just wasn't that game changer that everybody was looking for. But here at 27, it's a good spot to take somebody who you could develop, and I think Baltimore's going to do that.
All right. Moving on to the Lions. That's where's that kicker? What was his name again, AJ? Andres for the Lions? I like that. Pretty tempted to do that right now, but I won't. So Lions, what did they really miss at the end of the season? Was defensive depth. Okay. Honestly, if the Lions went all defense with all their picks just so they could get more depth, I wouldn't really blame them because that's what they absolutely need with all their injuries they had last year. Hopefully they all come back healthy so they have no excuses next year on why they don't make it to another Super Bowl. So I'm going to take Donovan Izukuruka, that's totally pronounced that right, out of Boston College, edge for the Lions.
Okay, I like that. Hopefully this guy's still available. I'm not too sure anymore. I got like 3 pages open. But I have the Washington Redskins here going forward. And
whoa!
What, dude? What?
Whoa! That was
the
so
community
offensive.
wants it back.
Dude,
Who am I?
Taken out of YouTube.
Am I what?
Take
it out.
YouTube's gonna take us down, dude.
I'm sorry. My bad. Can we cut that off this? You're going to edit this, right? Beep, beep, beep.
Yep.
All right, so we got the Washington Commanders out here, which I don't like that name either. At pick number 29, they had a great run last year, a really good run. And what their biggest need is, I think it's an edge rusher here. So let's go to edge read. I have a guy in mind. The guy who I have in mind is James Pierce Jr. Please show me James Pierce Jr.
James Pierce Jr. was taking 2 picks earlier.
2 picks from freaking
Vincent.
Dang it. Okay, so if we're not going James Pierce Jr., we're going to go with JT Tuimalao from Ohio State. He's a senior, he's an edge. And really what I'm trying to go for with the Washington Commanders, I like Pierce because he's explosive, right? He's going to cause a difference. That guy. What JT has is he's an all-around type of player. He's extremely skillful, and they call him a vet out there in college, right? He is a senior or did graduate as a senior, and I think that little bit extra of experience will help out that young offensive line in Washington.
Not bad. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do this because we all know who is picking after the Buffalo Bills. And obviously the Buffalo Bills have a vengeance against the Kansas City Chiefs. And I just know for a fact, if the Bills don't do it here, the Kansas City Chiefs are. I'm going to have them draft, of course, the wide receiver, the fastest one in this draft, Matthew Golden. Ooh. They're going to get Matthew Golden before the Kansas City Chiefs do because they want to use their own weapon against them, basically. Happens every year. As soon as we get to the playoffs, the Chiefs just have that one fast wide receiver, and it just kills the Bills in the playoffs. So they're going to think ahead.
All right. Biggest thing the Chiefs need help with is in the trenches. Right now, I think they could go offensive lineman, which wouldn't be horrible for them. But with where they are in the draft, I think they go after Kenneth Grant from Michigan. and take them at the 31st overall pick. And then I'll pass it to AJ for the last pick of the NFL first round. How does the NFL draft tone go? There we go.
We're literally there live, Reed. I can't believe.
Do they play it each time? I don't remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't.
We're there for 2 days.
I was
2
more.
days.
I was more visual. AJ, I know you were all audio because you couldn't see anything.
Oh, wow. Low blow, Reed. I had freaking
Real
Andy
low,
Dalton
right?
in front of me, dude.
I
Like,
know, dude. Guy was tall.
He was ginormous, and you didn't pay attention. You're too busy trying to pick fights with Bears fans over there.
I could see everything. I didn't
You
get
run
here.
quarterbacks to the ground. I'm like, dude, shit. Oh, man. Anyways, with the last pick of day 1 of the NFL draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select safety Nick Amanwari. Please tell me he's on there.
Seahawks already got him.
Damn, that's who you got with the Seattle Seahawks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're going to go with Xavier Watts, Notre Dame. See, now I'm picking 2. There you go. Xavier Watts, Notre Dame. The Philadelphia Eagles are pretty stacked. They just signed their center. They just extended their center. And really, I just think they need some more help defensively. I think safety help would definitely help them out a lot. But yeah, I think they go safety.
I'm trying to see what our draft grade was. It doesn't show.
I think you got to pay for it.
Yeah,
Oh
I think
my
you have
God.
to pay.
Can't hate. I hate it here.
I mean, with the Niners picking a Jackson Dart, I don't think it was going to be that great.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because we didn't do the trade things.
There it is.
Don't pay.
Should I post this in the Discord?
If you could edit it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. We'll see.
You make a lot of Niners fans angry.
Yes. Unless that's what you're trying to do.
I think it makes total sense. Let's do it. All right. Well, this is our first round collectively between all 3 of us. We totally agreed the entire time. Not one of us was flabbergasted by a tight end being taken way too early. But yeah, this is where we ended up with. How do you guys feel on how many picks on here are going to be correct, especially with the trades?
The trades, I don't think it's going to happen. I think the
Yeah.
Niners are never going to do that ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll think either them or the Chicago Bears would try to at least make a push at number 4 if Abdul Carter falls.
I definitely think there's going to be some calls for Abdul
Yeah.
Carter if he falls. I feel like there's going to be calls at number 5 as well. I think a lot of teams are going to be interested in getting Genty if they can.
Yeah, I would say I'm not crazy about the Raiders taking a wide receiver McMillan at number 6 overall.
No, I think
Not-
that's yeah. If Genty falls there, they're taking Genty.
They're taking Genty.
Right.
But if Genty isn't there, I think wide receiver is fine there.
But I also do believe there is a real possibility that Jancy doesn't fall to the Raiders. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not crazy. Yeah, I think McMillan, it would be a huge help for the Raiders, but I would probably have them moving back, knowing that they
Yeah.
can get them later on that draft.
I do think if they want to move back, they will. But yeah, I just have them going with the wide receiver because Brock Bowers was the only relevant guy there. And I mean,
Yeah.
their offensive line has sucked for years, and they've still had some pretty good offensive output. It's just they need more weapons there, in my opinion. They haven't had any.
Jacoby Myers?
He's been hurt. He was hurt this half of the season.
Hunter Renfrow retired?
He's going to come back.
Yeah, I can't believe he retired so young.
I know.
Rip.
All right.
But yeah.
Well, that's it for us, guys. Do we have any closing quotes or anything?
Yeah, go ahead and stay tuned after the show for our brand new WWE podcast, which is starting tonight, right, guys?
Starting tonight?
Yeah.
You're not letting me freshen up or anything?
Yeah, and you go change real quick to do the little quick movie scene change.
Got to change into all my WWE gear.
Yeah, bring the belt out and everything.
Okay. We'll see about that. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. It was a great podcast. Thank you, Trey. Thank you, Zombie K98. Thank you, anybody else who tuned in. We appreciate all of you guys. Yes, we will be live Thursday, most likely right when the draft starts. Yes, it would be cool, Trey. We just got to figure out how that would work. If there's enough people out there, maybe, but it can't just be you and Nestor in the chat, unfortunately. We appreciate you, though. But yeah, guys, we'll be live Thursday for the draft. We'll see how long we go. Usually in the years past, we maybe make it to like 15 at most. But we'll see how far we go this year. But thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate all of you. Until next time, keep on grinding.